Welcome to my channel Book 2 Fluent. I am Adam. Tonight, I want to show you a simple way to make English part of your night. What if the quiet time before sleep could help your brain remember English words, sentences, and sounds more easily? You do not need pressure. You do not need difficult grammar. You only need calm listening, soft repetition, and one simple sentence before sleep. Stay with me until the end, because I will give you a 7-night sleep English routine that can slowly build your confidence and make English feel natural in your mind. Chapter 1. Your night can become your English classroom. Welcome to the first chapter, and I want you to imagine something very simple. The whole day is finished. The noise is gone. The phone is finally quiet. The people around you are sleeping or getting ready to sleep. Your room feels calm. Your body is tired. Your mind is slow. And in this quiet moment, you think about your English. Maybe you feel a little regret. You say to yourself, "Today I did not study enough." Maybe you opened an English book in the morning, but life became busy. Maybe you watched one English video, but you did not complete it. Maybe you promised yourself that today you would speak English, but again you stayed silent. And now at night, when everything is calm, you feel that another day has passed and your English is still the same. But listen carefully. This night does not have to become another moment of regret. This night can become your new beginning. Your bed can become your classroom. Your pillow can become your practice place. Your quiet room can become your English environment. You do not need a big table. You do not need a heavy grammar book. You do not need pressure. You only need a calm mind, simple English, and a small promise to yourself that before you sleep, you will give English a few peaceful minutes. Many English learners think that learning English means sitting for many hours with a notebook, a dictionary, and a serious face. They think they must study hard, like they are preparing for a big exam every day. Because of this, they feel tired before they even start. They think English is a mountain. They think English is too big. They think fluency is very far away. But the truth is different. English becomes easier when it becomes part of your normal life. English becomes stronger when it comes again and again in small moments. You do not learn a language only by force. You learn a language by connection. You hear it. You feel it. You repeat it. You meet it every day. You make it familiar. And night is one of the best times to make English familiar, because at night, your mind is not running in 10 different directions. During the day, your brain is fighting with work, family, messages, responsibilities, and stress. But before sleep, your mind becomes softer. Your heart becomes quieter. You are not trying to impress anyone. You are not afraid that someone will laugh at your pronunciation. You are alone with yourself. And that is powerful, because English practice becomes safe. But I want to be honest with you. Learning English while you sleep does not mean you will sleep tonight and wake up tomorrow speaking like a native speaker. That is not real learning. That is just a dream. Real learning needs repetition. Real learning needs attention. Real learning needs practice. But here is the beautiful truth. What you listen to before sleep can stay in your mind more deeply. What you repeat before sleep can become familiar. What you feel before sleep can become part of your memory. Your brain does not stop working when you close your eyes. Your brain continues organizing, connecting, and storing what you learned. So when you listen to simple English before sleep, you are not wasting time. You are giving your brain clean material. You are giving your brain simple sentences. You are giving your brain English sounds. And slowly, night after night, your brain begins to say, I know this. I have heard this before. This language is not strange anymore. This is very important because many learners do not fail because they are lazy. They fail because they make English too stressful. They try to learn too much at once. They open a difficult lesson. They see difficult grammar. They hear fast English. They cannot understand. Then they feel bad. They think, maybe English is not for me. But English is for you. You just need to start from the right place. And the right place is simple. Simple words. Simple sentences. Simple listening. Simple repetition. At night, you do not need to fight with English. You need to relax with English. You need to let English sit beside you like a calm friend. Imagine listening to sentences like, I am learning English. I am getting better. I can speak slowly. I will try again tomorrow. These sentences are not difficult, but they are powerful because they speak to your mind and your heart at the same time. They do not only teach English, they build confidence, and this is where your night becomes special. During the day, you may feel shy. You may feel that your mouth is locked. You may understand English in your head, but when you try to speak, your words disappear. This happens to many learners. They know words, they know grammar. They watch videos. They understand teachers. But when someone asks them a simple question in English, their mind goes blank. Why does this happen? It happens because English is still not comfortable inside them. It is still like a guest. It comes sometimes, then leaves. But when you listen every night, English starts living with you. It becomes familiar. It becomes normal. It becomes a voice you recognize. And when English becomes familiar, speaking becomes less scary. You do not feel like you are jumping into a strange world. You feel like you are returning to a sound you already know. So tonight, I want you to change the way you see your night. Do not see it only as the end of the day. See it as a quiet door. Behind that door, your English can grow, not loudly, not quickly, not with pressure, but slowly, softly, and deeply. Maybe you will only learn one sentence tonight. That is okay. Maybe you will only repeat 5 words. That is okay. Maybe you will only listen for 10 minutes and fall asleep. That is also okay. Small practice is not small when you do it every day. 1 sentence every night becomes 7 sentences in a week. 7 sentences become 30 sentences in a month. 30 sentences become a voice inside your mind. And one day, when you are speaking, You will suddenly use a sentence that you heard at night. You will smile because you will understand that your quiet practice was working. This is your first lesson. Your night can become your English classroom. Your tired mind can still learn gently. Your sleepy ears can still receive English. Your soft voice can still repeat. You do not have to wait for the perfect time. You do not have to wait for more confidence. You do not have to wait until life becomes easy. Tonight is enough. Your room is enough. Your simple sentence is enough. And you are enough to begin. In the next chapter, we will understand why your brain remembers better at night, and why this simple sleep routine can become a powerful step in your English journey. Chapter 2. Why your brain remembers better at night. There is something very special about the night. In the daytime, your brain is like a busy street. So many thoughts are moving. So many sounds are coming. So many problems are standing in front of you. You think about work. You think about family. You think about messages. You think about money. You think about your future. And somewhere in the middle of all this noise, you also try to learn English. You listen to a lesson, but your mind goes somewhere else. You read a sentence, but you forget it after a few minutes. You repeat a word, but later when you need it, it disappears. And then you feel sad. You think your memory is weak. You think your brain is not good for English. But that is not true. Your brain is not weak. Your brain is just tired from carrying too many things at the same time. At night, something changes. The world becomes slower. Your body starts relaxing. Your eyes become heavy. Your breathing becomes softer. Your mind does not want to fight anymore. It wants peace. And this peaceful time can become very useful for English learning. When you listen to simple English before sleeping, your brain receives it in a calm way. It is not fighting with many distractions. It is not jumping from one thing to another. It can hold the sound. It can feel the sentence. It can remember the rhythm. This is why a small sentence before sleep can sometimes stay with you more deeply than a long lesson during a busy day. You may study for 1 hour in the afternoon and forget many things. But if you repeat one simple sentence before sleeping, your brain may carry it quietly into the night. Now I want to explain this in a very simple way. Sleep is not just rest. Sleep is also a cleaning and organizing time for your brain. During the day, your brain collects information. It collects words. It collects pictures. It collects feelings. It collects sounds. Then at night, when you sleep, your brain starts organizing many of those things. It decides what is important. It connects new information with old information. It stores useful memories. So when you give your brain English before sleep, you are giving it something fresh and important to organize. You are telling your brain, this matters to me. And when you do this again and again, your brain begins to understand that English is not just a lesson. English is part of your life. But here is the important point. Before sleep, you should not give your brain difficult English. Do not give your brain heavy grammar rules. Do not give your brain long and confusing paragraphs. Do not try to memorize 50 new words when your eyes are already closing. That will only create stress. Your night practice should be simple and gentle. It should feel like a calm walk, not like a hard exam. You can listen to sentences like, I am learning every day. My English is improving. I understand more now. I can speak slowly and clearly. These sentences are easy, but they are powerful because your brain can understand them without pressure. And when your brain understands something easily, it can remember it more comfortably. Many learners think that difficult learning is serious learning. They think if a lesson is not painful, it is not useful. But language does not work like that. A language grows through repeated contact. You hear the same sentence, you understand it, you repeat it. You meet it again tomorrow, then again. Then again, slowly, the sentence moves from outside your mind to inside your mind. At first, you need to think. Later, the sentence comes naturally. This is how real fluency begins. Fluency is not born from one big study day. Fluency is born from small sentences repeated at the right time, with the right feeling, again and again. And this is the beautiful power of night learning. Before sleep, your heart is more open. You are not trying to win. You are not trying to prove anything. You are not in a classroom where someone may judge you. You can listen quietly. You can repeat softly. You can make mistakes without fear. You can say a sentence in a low voice and nobody will laugh. This safety is very important. Because when you feel safe, your brain learns better. Fear closes the mind. Peace opens the mind. Pressure makes English feel heavy. Calm practice makes English feel possible. So tonight, when you lie down, do not say, "I must become fluent quickly." Say, "I will give my brain one clear English sentence." That is enough. One sentence can become a seed. Maybe tonight the seed looks small, but if you water it every night with listening, repetition, and belief, it will grow. One day, that small sentence will become part of your speaking. One day, you will not need to translate it. One day, it will come out naturally, and you will realize that your brain was helping you all along. You only needed to give it simple English at the right time. In the next chapter, we will build a very easy 10-minute night routine that can make this habit part of your life. Chapter 3. The 10-minute night routine that changes everything. Now let us talk about the routine. Because many learners love the idea of learning English before sleep, but they do not know exactly what to do. They think, should I watch a long video? Should I read a book? Should I memorize words? Should I open grammar notes? Should I repeat sentences? And because they do not have a clear plan, they either do too much or they do nothing. This is why a simple routine is important. A routine removes confusion. A routine tells your brain, this is what we do every night. And when your brain understands the routine, English becomes easier to start. You do not waste energy thinking. You do not fight with yourself. You just follow the steps. And tonight, I want to give you a very simple 10-minute night routine that even a tired beginner can follow. You do not need a perfect mood. You do not need strong motivation. You only need 10 calm minutes before sleep. The first step is to choose very simple English. This is the most important step. Many learners make a big mistake at night. They choose difficult English because they want fast results. They listen to advanced speeches. They watch fast conversations. They open complicated grammar lessons. Then after 2 minutes, their brain feels heavy. Their eyes become tired. Their confidence goes down. And they say, I cannot do this. But the problem is not you. The problem is the material. Night English should be gentle English. Choose English that feels easy. Choose sentences you can understand. Choose a voice that is calm. Choose a topic that connects with your real life. For example, daily routine, feelings, family, food, work, dreams, confidence, and simple conversations. When you understand most of what you hear, your brain relaxes. And when your brain relaxes, it learns better. The second step is to prepare your body. This may sound simple, but it is very powerful. Before you start listening, sit or lie down in a comfortable way. Put your phone away from your eyes if the screen makes you distracted. Lower the volume. Make the room peaceful. Do not make this routine feel like a classroom test. Make it feel like a quiet meeting with English. Take one slow breath, then another slow breath. Tell yourself, I am not here to be perfect. I am here to listen. This sentence alone can change your feeling, because most learners carry fear into English. They feel they must understand everything. They feel they must pronounce everything correctly. But at night, you are not proving anything to anyone. You are simply giving your brain a calm English sound before sleep. The third step is to listen for 3 minutes without stopping. Do not pause too much at the beginning. Do not try to translate every word. Do not become angry if one sentence is not clear. Just listen. Let the English enter your ears. Let the sound become familiar. When you hear a sentence, try to understand the meaning from the feeling. If the sentence is, I am learning English every day, do not translate word by word. Feel the sentence. See yourself learning. If the sentence is, my confidence is growing, imagine your confidence becoming stronger. This is how English starts moving from your ears to your mind. At first, listening may feel slow, but after some nights, you will notice that the same sentences feel easier. This is not magic. This is repetition. This is your brain becoming friends with English. The fourth step is to repeat 5 simple sentences, softly, not 50 sentences, not 20 sentences, just 5. This is very important because your goal is not to exhaust yourself before sleep. Your goal is to create a small speaking habit. Choose 5 sentences from what you heard. They can be very simple. I am learning English. I can speak slowly. I understand more every day. Mistakes help me grow. Tomorrow I will practice again. Say each sentence softly. You can whisper. You can speak in a low voice. You can even move your lips quietly if someone is sleeping near you. The power is not in speaking loudly. The power is in training your mouth to touch English every night. Your mouth needs practice. Your tongue needs practice. Your voice needs practice. If you only listen and never speak, English may stay inside your head. But when you repeat, even softly, English starts becoming part of your body. The fifth step is to close your eyes and imagine the sentences. This is where the routine becomes deep. After repeating, do not immediately jump to another video or scroll your phone. Close your eyes. Take the first sentence and see it in your mind. If you said, I am learning English, imagine yourself sitting calmly and learning. If you said, I can speak slowly, imagine yourself speaking to someone with a peaceful face. If you said, mistakes help me grow, imagine yourself making a small mistake and still smiling. This picture method is powerful because your brain remembers images very well. When English connects with pictures, it becomes easier to remember. You are not just memorizing words, you are creating a feeling. You are creating a small English movie inside your mind. The sixth step is to end with one promise sentence. This is your final sentence before sleep. It should be short. It should be positive. It should make you feel calm and strong. You can say, "My English is growing while I rest." Or, "Tomorrow I will speak one sentence." Or, "I am not perfect, but I am improving." Choose one sentence and repeat it 3 times slowly. Let it be the last English thought of your day. This is powerful because the last thought before sleep often stays with us. Many people sleep with worry. They sleep with fear. They sleep with regret. But you will sleep with English and hope. You will tell your brain that learning English is not pain. It is peace. It is progress. It is part of your life now. Now let us put the routine together. 3 minutes listening, 2 minutes repeating, 2 minutes imagining, 1 minute promise sentence, and the remaining time is for relaxing, breathing, and letting the words settle in your mind. 10 minutes, that is all. Not 1 hour, not a difficult lesson, not a stressful test. Just 10 minutes. And if one night you are very tired, do only 5 minutes. If you are almost sleeping, listen only. If you forget one night, do not punish yourself. Start again the next night. The goal is not perfection. The goal is return. A real learner is not the person who never misses. A real learner is the person who comes back. And here is the top moment I want you to remember. 10 minutes every night can change your relationship with English. Not because 10 minutes is magic, but because 10 minutes is easy enough to repeat. And what you repeat becomes part of you. If you touch English every night, English will stop feeling like a stranger. If you whisper simple sentences every night, your mouth will stop feeling frozen. If you sleep with English in your ears and hope in your heart, your brain will slowly build a new path. One day, you will speak a sentence and feel surprised because it came out naturally. You will think, "Where did that sentence come from?" It came from your quiet nights. It came from your small routine. It came from the moments when nobody saw you practicing, but your brain was learning. That is why this 10-minute night routine can change everything. Chapter 4. Listen first, speak later, feel the language. Many English learners make one big mistake. They try to speak before they have listened enough. They want words to come out of their mouth, but they have not given their ears enough English. They want confidence, but their brain has not heard the same sentences many times. They want fluency, but English still feels strange inside their mind. This is why listening is so important, especially at night. Listening is not a small skill. Listening is the first door of speaking. Before your mouth becomes strong, your ears must become comfortable. Before your voice becomes natural, your brain must hear the rhythm again and again. And before English comes out of you easily, English must first go into you peacefully. Think about a small child. A baby does not start life with grammar books. A baby does not sit with a notebook and memorize rules. A baby listens. The baby hears the same words again and again. The baby hears mother, father, water, food, come here, go there, sleep, wake up, smile, eat, drink. At first, the baby does not speak, but the ears are working. The brain is collecting sounds. The mind is slowly understanding patterns. Then one day, the baby speaks one small word, then another word, then a small sentence. This is not magic. This is listening becoming speaking. And you can use the same idea for English. You may not be a baby, but your English brain needs the same gentle beginning. It needs to hear English many times before it can produce English naturally. This is why your night practice should start with listening. Do not begin by forcing yourself to speak fast. Do not begin by saying, "Why can't I speak like a native speaker?" Do not begin by judging your pronunciation. Begin by listening. Let English enter your ears like soft music. Let the sentences come to you. Let your mind relax. Listen. If you hear, "I am learning English every day," just listen. If you hear, "I can speak slowly and clearly," just listen. If you hear, "My confidence is growing," just listen. You do not need to catch every word in the beginning. You do not need to translate everything. You only need to stay with the sound. The more you listen, the more familiar English becomes. And familiarity is the beginning of confidence. Many learners say, "I understand English when I read, but I cannot understand when people speak." This happens because written English and spoken English feel different. On the page, words stay still. You can look again, you can read slowly, you can stop and think. But spoken English moves. It has sound, it has rhythm, it has stress, it has speed. So if you want to speak English naturally, you must train your ears with spoken English. Your ears must hear how sentences move. For example, "I want to learn English" is not only 5 words, it has a rhythm.
Want to learn English?
When you hear it again and again, your brain starts feeling the music of the sentence. Then one day, when you say it, you do not say each word like a robot. You say it with flow. This flow comes from listening. Night listening is powerful because it removes pressure. During the day, you may listen to English and feel nervous. You may think, "I must understand everything." You may pause the video again and again. You may check every word. You may become angry when you miss something. But before sleep, your job is different. Your job is not to fight with English. Your job is to allow English. Allow the sound, allow the rhythm, allow the meaning, allow the sentence to sit quietly inside your mind. This relaxed listening is very useful because fear blocks learning. When you are afraid, your brain becomes tight. When you are calm, your brain becomes open, and an open brain learns better. But listening does not mean doing nothing. Listening is active in a soft way. When you listen before sleep, try to feel the sentence. If the sentence is, "I am tired but I will try again," feel that moment. Maybe you are tired too. Maybe you also want to try again. If the sentence is, "I made mistakes but I am still learning," connect it with your own life. Maybe you made many mistakes in English. Maybe people laughed. Maybe you felt embarrassed. But now you hear this sentence and it gives you strength. This is how listening becomes emotional. And when English connects with emotion, it becomes easier to remember. A sentence that touches your heart can stay longer than a word you only memorize from a list. After listening, speaking can come slowly. Do not rush, do not force. Just choose one sentence and repeat it softly. If you only repeat one sentence tonight, that is still progress. Say, "I am learning English every day." Say it slowly. Feel every word. Then say it again. "I am learning English every day." Then close your eyes and imagine yourself learning tomorrow. This is not simple repetition only. This is training. Your ears hear the sentence. Your mouth copies the sentence. Your brain understands the sentence. Your heart believes the sentence. All 4 parts are working together. This is how English becomes part of you. Some learners think they must speak loudly to practice, but at night, soft speaking is enough. You can whisper, you can speak under your breath, you can move your lips quietly. The goal is not volume, the goal is connection. Your mouth needs to feel English. Your tongue needs to move in English. Your breathing needs to match English sentences. Even a whisper can train your speaking muscles. Even a quiet sentence can tell your brain, I am not only a listener, I am a speaker too. This is very important because many learners stay silent for years. They listen, they read, they understand, but they never let their voice join the journey. At night, you can begin safely. Nobody is judging you. No